Hello, everybody. This is Gaia, the meditator, here with you tonight. Thanks for joining me. I have switched the website from luminance.empowernetwork.com. You can still find me there, but you can check again at howtobuildsuccess.com, www.howtobuildsuccess.com. And of course, part of building success is building ourselves, right? So I want to talk a little bit about that tonight in a model that was proposed by this weekend by two people, Brian and Jennifer, who are amazing thought leaders and innovators. And they hold something called the Rapid Growth Summit in San Francisco, and I attended that this weekend. Amazing. Highly suggested, by the way, if you're interested in growing your business. That's an amazing platform, and they talk about a lot more than just that. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about the small segment of the personal growth that we do that aligns with our, rapid growth in business as well. So they work simultaneously because, no one action in our life can really be truly separated from the other, right? So any one thing that we do is going to be reflected in other aspects of our life, all right? And that could include past experiences as well, right? So, and these things that we have continuously, that we continuously do, the experiences that we have, and the results that we experience can continue to repeat. It's that repetition that creates an ecology, or an ecosystem of our experience, of our being, right? So we create this ecology with our experiences, the continual and repeated experiences that we have in life that produce the results that we continue to get. And, a lot of us, we have these desires that require us to move beyond that, And I've talked before about visualizing and manifesting, and there's a lot to that. And some of us continue to work with that and still feel like we're being held back a little bit, or not moving forward at the rate that we really want to. And so I wanted to take a look at what Brian and Jennifer talked about this weekend at the Rapid Growth Summit. So I'm going to do that now, and I have a little chart here to explain. So basically, here's the chart, and it shows here on the pink side of things over here. This is the ecology, and you can see here the pink is the ecology, and it's smiling over there. So the ecology is made up of people and relationships, our beliefs and identity, and neural pathways that carry all these things throughout our system, amongst other things, but those are the main things that Brian brought up this weekend. So here we are. This is our ecology, and this is the rubber band, which is our willpower, right? So we're willing here. This is us. We're wanting. This is us and our nature here. And we are wanting this, and yet our ecology, these repeated and continual experiences and results that we continue to have now, that we've had in our past, this is like holding us back here, and it's naturally pulling against one another. We're wanting to go this way, overcome our obstacle, and reach our desired result. And yet our ecology here that has been created through our lifetime is feeding certain thoughts into our heads, but it's also the case that the thoughts in our head are continuing to recreate our ecology, right? So this brings to mind a study that was done with some basketball players. Basically, they were split up into a few groups. One group was shooting free throws for a couple weeks, actually getting out on the court and shooting free throws. And the other group was shooting free throws in their minds. They were actually just like visualizing how their body would move and maneuver, and like how they would actually take the shots without actually taking them. And there was a third group that didn't do anything. And basically what they found out was that the first two groups were actually so close in the results that it was incomparable. So what we think in our minds and visualize has a big, great effect on the outcome and the results that we're experiencing in our lives, right? So, of course, it's important to pay attention to those thoughts that are running in our head, and the experiences that we've had, the relationships that we've had, specifically growing up in childhood, the repeated interactions that we have with our parents, and or whoever we were with a lot as children, and whoever we're with now, and our own thoughts and our own experiences and what we're doing and what we're not doing. This is all creating our ecology. And so basically, how can the ecology support what you continually and repeatedly don't have, which is this, right? So how can it support this, right? How can it support that? So basically, we, in order to support this and decrease the resistance here, the ecology needs to move closer to where we are, right? To where we are here. So how do you do that, right? Well, for one thing that Brian mentioned to this weekend was that he kind of compared it to the earth. You know, the ecology of the earth. Plants need soil, air, and water really to survive. And as such, you know, in a humans, and we need air and water as well. But, you know, love, safety, and belonging is something that Brian brought up. And, you know, there's this feeling of needing to belong, obey, and bond in our life. And if we don't really um, have these needs of love and safety and belonging met, then there feels like there's a life and death situation sometimes. And if that was something that we were experiencing in childhood, that could still be affecting us today, because if it was especially something that was repeated during childhood, we're carrying that patterning in our ecology. Just like over time, the water runs through rock and it can create a canyon, you know? So we're carrying that with us, right? And all these thoughts that we're thinking in our head here are creating are basically continuing to assist this way flow. So we want to adjust this. And we also, how do we invite more of those nutrients into our lives, right? So basically, I'm going to read something that Brian wrote here. He said, while focusing on changing you, overcoming the obstacle here, or adjusting the desired result, it has its place in achieving the results, right? But we can't really get there until we fully explore our ecology, right? So Brian proposes that we really need to look at our current state. We need to not just look at it, but be in it. We need to appreciate our current state. And it's in that full appreciation and fully being in this present state and appreciating all those things. And appreciating does require, in a certain sense, seeing. So allowing ourselves to see, to appreciate these things that we're feeling and our experiences in our life that have gotten us to where we are today. Appreciate them, bring them closer. Appreciate them instead of pushing them away. Appreciate them. And it'll bring it closer, which will ease the tension in the rubber band and bring you through the obstacle to your desired result. So Brian says that basically once the ecology is depressurized and it's safe to achieve and maintain what you want, then the obstacles instantaneously dissolve, right? So imagine this as a matchstick and it can just be burned, right? So basically what I would like to know is, how do you propose any further that we're able to come closer to our desired results? So if you could respond and comment below, that'd be awesome. How do you in your life go from where you are and your ecology to reaching your goals and your desired results? So comment below, say hi, give a thumbs up, like, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And check me out at www.howtobuildsuccess.